So you're in college and you have roommates, and your roommate leaves his old gaming PC behind, abandoned. What do you do with it? Well, you sell it to Robert Fixit. So let's see what we have here. This is some sort of glass panel case. And this was supposed to be DDR4. When I got there, actually when I was on the way, I should have recorded that. I was thinking, I don't think it's DDR4 because it just looked old. But I figured the case would be worth something, and hopefully it's DDR4, which means it would be a 6th gen most likely. And that's not what happened. As soon as I got there, I pulled out the RAM stick, it's DDR3, and that motherboard is very tiny. So I misread the ad. I thought it said there was no power supply. It says there's no power supply cables, but look, that's the power supply cable. And I also thought it didn't, he said it doesn't boot or anything, so I don't know. It wasn't his, basically. His roommate left it. He's a college kid. And it's one of those, you know, frat house kind of places. So the guy moved out, he left the computer. And so here it is for, I said, I don't really want this for $50 anymore. I said, well, you take 40, and he said, that's fine. He just wants it out of his house. And I don't recognize this case. Power supply is Apevia. The fan is, I think, is that also Apevia? It's pretty dusty. Let's see if we can figure out the processor here. The supposedly graphics card is a GT X650, which I have one of, but you can't have too many of those. And there's one 8 gig stick of DDR3 and this little tiny motherboard. So get this, so gross. See if we can get this off. Not cooperating. This thing must have a lot of RGB. There's a controller in the back, and then you have this, and then this strip here. So there's a lot going on, and then there's the 1 terabyte hard drive. I would guess that it probably works. Maybe the hard drive died or something. I don't know why we can't get this. Come on, man. I'd be willing to bet that it's a 4th gen i5 or something. There we go. Broke this off. Thermal paste is garbage. Oh man, it's 2nd gen. Terrible. So $40 for this, and it's a 2nd gen. We did not win the lottery today. It's just confusing. Why would this case is new? It says it was made in 2020 June, but they put a 2nd gen. I don't know. This sucks. It's gonna take me forever to sell this. I bet you the case is worth more than the whole setup. So I'm probably just gonna post the case for sale with the power supply being optional. I know the RGB will sell the case right away, but I have a lot of power supplies right now, so we'll try and sell that. See if the hard drive works. So let's take it home, get it set up. I don't know if I want to post like a gaming PC like this for sale all complete with a 2nd gen. That's just kind of weird. So I think in this case we're just gonna part it out. So I thought I was done for the day, but I got a message from a friend of mine, and he's the guy that I get a lot of this stuff from. He said, I have 2 Dell computers for 40 bucks for you. And he gets all this stuff for free. I'm not sure from where, but that's why he sells it to me so cheap. Some power cables. And then a random cooler master with no fan and missing hardware, but we can always do something with that. And this is a Dell Precision T3600. I've never had one of these because whenever I look for the Precisions, people want $100 for these. And I know they were very expensive, but I don't think it should cost $100 today. So he said this one has an SSD in it, Quadro K600, and he said there's 24 gigs of memory in here. Let's take one of these out. This is not Dell memory. What is that? That's only 4 gigs. Well, one of these supposedly has 24 gigs of memory. And then this random cable is DisplayPort to HDMI, which is handy for the K600. A Wi-Fi adapter, always handy. And this, he said he hasn't tested it, he doesn't know if it works. I looked at the number on the back and there's no model number. It says RX570 B. And then when I looked that up, turns out there was a specific XFX RX570 that came in CyberPower PCs. So I think that's what this is. It does say 8 gig, so that's good. It probably works. So that's definitely score. Let's just peek in here. Oh, there's another K400. No hard drive. And let's see this memory. These make really good cheap gaming computers. Oh, this is nice. 4x4 gigabytes Corsair. So somebody at some point took out the original memory because this is what would have been gaming PC memory at some point. Look at these heat sinks. Oh, it's the Patriot. 8 gig. I see, so it's probably 2 8s and 2 4s. So that's how they got to 24. Actually, these are good to have. I don't have any good DDR3 memory, so that's nice. I was actually looking for the, look at 1600 megahertz. I was looking for this. These are expensive compared to the regular ones. So 2K600, or what? Yeah, 2K600s. And this. don't know how to take that cover off, but this is a massive heatsink on here. So these are nice. I know that I'm not going to be able to sell these for very much, but for 40 bucks, all that memory, the GPU if it works, the SSD, definite score. Like, I'm literally gonna throw these in a system right away because I have one waiting. Oh, check that out. HP solid state. I've never seen one of those. I didn't know HP made SSDs. Well, I doubt they made it. It's probably just branded. But anyway, those are the deals for the day. So we spent 40 on the gaming PC. It did boot up finally. I think the GPU in that one doesn't work. But supposedly this guy that I buy this stuff from, he tests everything. So these should work. He just didn't have time to test the GPU. So 40 and 40, 80 bucks for all this and a complete gaming PC. Let's go. We'll see you next time.